Brian J. Pitts from StrongerGrip.com. I'm going to give you a little insight into the B-52 Limited Heavy Club. As you can see, overall length it's about 30 inches, and this whole barrel is loadable. Empty, it's 22 pounds, and you can load this completely up with sand, and it'll give you about 48 pounds. You can load it up with steel shot, which I carry on the Stronger Grip site, and it'll get you up to 105 pounds. Now here's a little information on this big club. When you have this big barrel body and you're loading media in it, and it's not all the way full, you have to be careful, because when you get swinging it around and you get the shot moving this much, it's gonna throw you for a loop. So the one way you can keep that and lessen it from moving is to figure out what weight you want and then mix materials. And what I mean by that is, if you want a certain weight, load it up with sand, rice, shot, or a combination of the three to fill in that empty space. And to be honest, the cap is covering a 1.5 inch hole, so you can put some fairly big stuff. You can put rocks in there to fill up the empty space, so you don't have that big sloppy swishing around when you're swinging this bad boy. A couple exercises that you can do with the B-52. This club is big enough and heavy enough where it lends itself to two-handed exercises for sure. So one of the basic ones is just like the mace 360 swing. Grab it, let it go over one shoulder, and right back. So that's a very basic exercise that the B-52 is good with, especially when this baby's loaded up heavy. So start off with that. Another exercise you do with heavier clubs is a little different than the lighter clubs, as you're using your whole entire body and you're keeping things connected. And that's a very important aspect that you need to get in touch with when you're doing heavy club work. And what I mean by that is, the lighter weight clubs, you're relaxing and you're kind of letting things flow out. Arm, shoulder. As you get heavier, all that stuff is a little more at risk for injury if you're not careful and you don't connect them all together. So when you have things real heavy with the B-52, and right now this is just empty, so it's only 22 pounds, but instead of going through a club motion, you do the same movement, but what's happening is you're kind of doing a shoulder roll. So you're cleaning it and then setting it on your shoulder and just kind of rolling it and then bringing it back down. So basically you're kind of shoulder rolling it. So the whole time it's just resting on my shoulder. So here's a back view. And like I said, it's a whole body movement, so feel free to use the same principle as a clean with the kettlebell or whatever. You start from the ground up and you get it in motion with that snap, and then you catch it, rest it on your shoulder, bring it over, and depending on how heavy it is, give it a little boost off your shoulder, and then ride it back just like that. And that's the inside out. Same club movement as a lightweight one, where you're going like that and you're just more relaxed and doing the mobile joint mobility. Where the heavier you're connecting your stomach, your lats, your arm, and you feel very strong and powerful. A great heavy club. I showed you the inside, clean, rest on shoulder, go. Now the opposite is just reverse that motion. So, like I said, depending on how heavy, be aware of your body. Be aware that your shoulder, your elbow, make sure that nothing is compromised when you're swinging heavy leveraged implements, because they will do harm. So, connect, let it swing down. So this one, as it's on your shoulder, it's just resting on there. And the heavier, the more engaged you're going to be. So as you get to this point, let it go off, tighten that arm, now relax it, boom, clean, you're solid, shoulder again. Watch my elbow and where it's located on my body. It's never off, away, it's close to my body. I've got it locked here. It only goes out when I'm shoulder rolling it back. Here, on the downswing, it brushes up against my body. It's not out here. I'm in complete control as it's coming here. Great exercise. And as you're swinging heavier clubs around, your grip, your forearms, your wrists, everything will be engaged, and you'll get stronger doing those movements.